My name is Gigi and I have been doing this artist journey for 3 months. So here's my income breakdown for the past 3 months and some honest advice that I knew I would have needed when I first started out. So let's see. On the screen here, I'm gonna display my income of the first 3 months. And as you can see, the first 2 months didn't generate so much money, but it's starting to take off a little bit more this month. We're only in the middle of May, but I've earned the most these 2 weeks, more than I've done the past 2 months. And let me explain where that money comes from. Half of the money comes from doing markets. I've been at 2 markets this month and they've generated like $200 more or less, not calculating the expenses yet. And the other half is from a side business that I'm doing. So I've always been doing this nature inspired watercolor kind of art that you can see on this channel and on my main Instagram. But I've also brainstormed another art business that comes from weddings, actually, weddings and celebrations. So I'm doing live illustrations at weddings, and that has generated the other part of the income for this month. The wedding business is actually going better than my nature business. There's a lot of money in weddings, I suppose. People have like big budgets for it, so yeah, that's why it's going better there. And there's not so many people doing live illustrations at weddings here. I only seen like one, I think, when I've searched around. So the market is there and it's quite new here, so I believe it will be a big market for that in the near future. And I've also been selling like hand painted glasses for my wedding business. So these are hand painted. I thrifted some glasses, hand painted them, and then people can order it. You can customize it as well. So you can see here, not very well, but you can see that there's a date here. So you can add dates or names to the glasses. So that's what I've been doing as well. So weddings and markets, my main sources of income as of now. I also have a watercolor workshop coming up in next week, actually. Next Saturday I'm doing my first workshop. It will be a watercolor workshop for beginners. I only gotten 2 participants who have actually paid, but I do have like around 30 that are interested but haven't paid yet. But I'm expecting, and I don't know, I'm hoping that more people will join. So maybe there'll be some money from that as well. We'll see. So one thing that I struggle with is having a passive income. All the money that I'm getting is from me doing something actively, going to a live illustration or going to a market. But that would not be, what's it called in English? I want to say hållbart. Hållbart English. That wouldn't be sustainable in the long run, because you only have so many hours a day, you only have so many days a week. You can't go out and do things in real life every day. There aren't even enough markets or events for that. So you need a passive income. But I feel like it's really difficult for an artist to have a passive income. I don't know in what kind of formal way it will be. You could sell art prints. I do that on my Etsy, but it's not nearly enough for me to live. But I know that that could be an option. My struggle or my problem right now that's occupying my mind is how I can generate a passive income stream. Like, what would that look like for me in my practice? Now for my advice for myself from only 3 months ago, I would say that it's really important you get a part-time job. I have a part-time job right now for 50%. So that's covering all my expenses, all my living expenses, food. So that was really, really important for me. If I was economically stressed, I wouldn't be able to create my best work. So having a part-time job was a lifesaver for me, because now I can focus 50% of my week on something that I enjoy, but also at the same time maybe can generate some kind of money. If I didn't have this economic stability for my part-time job, I would be really stressed and not thinking about what I enjoy making, like what's important for me to make. I would only be focusing on, okay, what sells. And that's not how I want to live, I think. I want to have a combination of something that sells and something that I'm passionate about at the same time. If you're thinking about going full-time, I really recommend, if you're someone like me that get easily stressed about economic situations, then you have to get something part-time just to cover most of your living expenses. Or maybe you should just have a lot of months saved up, because you're never sure if your art business is going to take off or not. I wish it was easier, but I feel like it's not that easy, to be honest. My other advice is that you have to reach out to people. You have to be really, really active. You can't be passive when you're just starting out. What has brought me opportunities, for example, like having a workshop, that's from me reaching out to an organizer, a local organizer, to ask if they're interested in a collaboration of some kind. Or another opportunity that I got from my wedding business was that I reached out to a wedding dress shop, I guess, asking them if they wanted to collaborate. And then I landed on an event where I live illustrated for brides to be, where I got new contacts. So you really need to reach out to people, even if you feel like that's a long shot or that's not for me because you're just starting out. But you just need to do it and see what happens. Like they say, the worst thing you can get is a no. And I've gotten a lot of no's, or just people not responding to it, just not getting any response back. But out of maybe like the 30 emails I sent out, I at least got replies from 2 or 3. So that's good. It's opportunities that I would never have had if I didn't reach out. So you need to do that. Those are my 2 biggest advice: having a part-time job or a lot of money saved up, and reaching out to people for collaborations. If I was starting out from zero, I wish someone would have told me that. So here you go. And I've just been doing this 3 months, so I'm by no means a professional in this. It's just my honest advice. I hope that this video brought some kind of value for you. I'm trying to be as honest as possible because it's just difficult starting out. We need to help each other. So if you have any questions or any advice for me, just leave it down in the comment section and let's chat about it and support each other. So have a lovely afternoon or morning or wherever you are, and I'll see you soon. Bye!